Yeah, let's just add the marker and get going. Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow once again with Touhou Lost Branch of Legend. It's 1.7. This has been officially put up on the main branch now. Literally just before I started the second playthrough here, the announcement came through on Discord, so it is actually official. Koichi is fully in the game on the main branch now, not just in beta. And that's really cool, but we're not playing Koichi yet because she came out last out of everyone playable. So, we're moving back on to Marisa. I'm pretty sure you had to unlock Sakia from the start. It was only Reimu Marisa you could play before you got a couple of runs in. So, Marisa is the second character you could play. That's who we're going to play. It is Potion Marisa, so this shouldn't really be too difficult if we get any halfway decent run. Once again with this, I don't think I've seen the same Shining exhibit swap like twice in a row. That's kind of funny. Ori's Sun is a good card, but not really for this Marisa, not unless we get radioactive elements. That's an interesting recall, actually. Fluorescent Forest isn't normally a card. I've warmed up on it a little bit. It's not normally a card that I like, but it does help a little bit in dealing with the Act 1 boss stuff, and Marisa's main deck here doesn't really have anything you immediately need to remove, so it's tempting. The sponsor is also probably just better, though. I'm gonna just take the sponsor, but I think you could take Fluorescent Forest and it'd be completely fine. My problem with Fluorescent Forest is that, at least, especially by itself, it is just a little bit slow. Right, because it doesn't really do anything until your deck gets shuffled again. So you need like a lot of card draw for it to actually end up being useful. But when it is useful, it is really powerful. That much is for sure. One thing I do want to note with Marisa is that she really hasn't had any major mechanics changes or anything. There's been some card tweaks, obviously, as the stuff has gone on, but she hasn't really changed that much, and don't expect that to really alter anytime soon either. She is kind of relatively set, I think, as far as what to expect from her. Which is completely fine. Marisa's kit is probably the most realized, I want to say, and like overall strongest out of everyone, so I'm not like bent out of shape that she isn't going to get changed or anything here. But it does mean that once you've seen a couple of competent potion runs, you've probably seen most of what you need. And this shot type isn't really going to take advantage of like the major new card that she has as well, so it could do though. Supernova can come up in these types of ones, but really it's not made for this Marisa shot. I guess we do need to take one of the defense things here. Well, I guess it's a somewhat nice bit about the two greys here, but having two shoots, we just get to make both of them have no greys this turn. It's like fine. What we really need is to upgrade this as quick as we can. So we'll endeavor to do that as soon as possible, because getting the extra card draw from Craft is amazing. Craft Potion is one of those that did not get the cost loosening thing. Oh, one of the cost loosening things like so many other cards did in this most recent patch, so don't expect it to be doing any more than what it did before. But that's completely fine because it still reads put a potion in the deck every time you cycle through, which is something that not a lot of other cards can actually claim. At least the ones that the ones you want to see are stuff like Luminous. The Luminous Forest, is it? The defense one that puts one in the deck? That's really strong. The Product of Failure tends to be pretty good because it's repeatable, although you do have to watch the shadows don't get in the way too much. those tend to be really good, and the other one that you really want to see, like, the abilities are insane on Potion Marisa. Basically all of them are really good. Witch's Crucible is the standard one, we don't really need any of those. Witch's Crucible is the basic one that you can find. This is an interesting thing for it. It's come in really, really early. Starry Flight is like kind of okay because it gives barrier, so it gives like an okay amount of barrier for its cost. It's reasonably well started there, but it also gives you extra barrier if you can activate potions in that turn. It's kind of fun. I don't think it's really worth buying here though. Money Shower, the only thing I want to note about this one is that the achievement for using this card has been made easier to get. It used to be 800 money that you had to get specifically from this card, but now it is 500. So even if you found it in Act 2, you could probably still get it, which is decent. I don't love this card though. It is a bit of a brick in the deck. It does cost you 2 to use. If you manage to upgrade it, you do get a ton of money off of this, and I think in like more shop focused runs this would be really good, but it just isn't normally for me. I do think the card is fine though. It's the same reason I don't take the offer thing from Tay's event as well. It just doesn't really work for me specifically. This is a shop for Marisa B, not for Marisa A here. There's not really a lot that I immediately want. Unexplained Fever would be a way to guarantee that we clear the boss for this one, because the poison stacks are pretty useful. But it's frustrating to take a card like that knowing that you're going to have to just get rid of it. The ribbon is kind of decent. Being able to gain extra mana for the boss elite fight stuff is pretty good. So I think I will just take that and upgrade a craft pot here. So who are we going to get to fight this time? You always get a random choice of 3, and because there are 4 bosses now, like this time we can't fight Sakuya. Bit of a shame, Sakuya is usually the character that I go for with Marisa, because both of her colors are very good off colors for potion stuff. Twofold Chemical and Cooling Agent respectively. Cherno is easily the most difficult one to fight, but potentially could give the best reward here, because if we got the blue one, Cooling Agent would be really strong, and like Ice Swing is decent, but I think it's a bit speculative, to be honest. Koishi used to be, as we said, the easiest one, but now I don't know. The thing is, I don't really think I want to fight Reimu, and Cherno is just a difficult fight in general. I guess I haven't fought Cherno too many times in this though, so we'll try. Why not, you know? Will it end badly? Probably, but... Ooh, okay, so Yomu is going to give us not the greatest of cards, but we can get rid of one of the blocks here. Discarding the hand and stuff is like, it's fine, they do cost less, but the thing is, most of Marisa's potion cards are like relatively color intensive, so she doesn't benefit from that as much as other characters do. Okay, let's take the potion. So we draw 3. Don't actually get a thing from that, but that's fine. Do we want to shoot as well? I think so. But we want to see where this lands first. Into there, okay. So let's go ahead and use this so we can knock out this guy early. Because if we're going to take damage off it anyway, we might as well knock him out and take the vengeful damage so that we don't take further damage in this turn. If we graze, we can actually go ahead and full block here, so basically nullify both of these. Runaway can be useful because of that. We could have also just taken damage there if that hit this guy, just kind of realizing that, but oops. Whatever. An upgraded Runaway is like okay, because it does give you 3 cards drawn as well. But I'm still not like a massive fan of the card, but I have been sort of told that it is better than I give it credit for, and I should probably be a bit nicer to it. So, you know, sometimes we will try and do that. Go there, get rid of you before you put Frail on us. Defend against the attack again here, and we will move on. So Marisa's core thing with the potion stuff is generally good enough. Oh, both of these are pretty strong, actually. Gonna take Ageless Dream for the statusing, but Emergency Defense is something I would like to pick up at some point, because the card is very, very powerful. Yeah, Marisa's core game plan is generally fine, where you only need like maybe 2 free cards at most outside of her basics to be able to deal with most situations in the early game. I'm gonna use the bomb here as well so we get more stuff in deck, because otherwise I'm probably not dealing enough damage to Rin before we get overwhelmed here. Yeah, because this seems like it's going to be kind of dangerous otherwise. So there are 3 potions left in deck now, so we get a lot of potential damage. Not really much there, but that's fine. I think I'm actually going to take the Graze here and go run away, because we basically get to draw 5 off of this because the potions have got replenished, and that is enough to take her out and just win the fight. If I went for the Scry, I probably could have done the same thing, but then I might not have had... Oh, we get the new thing. Nice. Alright. Instant reward with the Tengu Wing here. So we can ignore pathways as we go forward. But also, we get a Graze at the start of every fight, which is pretty powerful. We are fighting Cherno, and Cherno, I think, tends to start with a 7x3, the same as what Koishi did. I'm going to take the Forest this time. We're going to see if this ends up panning out. Maybe I prepare to... Oh, that's a shame. Maybe I would prepare and remove the Forest at the end of this act. It depends if I get anything else that's like good enough to build with. As always, want to take the defense, because the barrier is really powerful. Oh, no AoE for this one. Uh-oh. This could be very dangerous. Let's see what this gives her. It gives the Forest. That's not awful. Okay, I think we can work with this. Probably would have taken it. Astrology study is pretty reasonable as well. It is, it's fine, right? Because you do get the extra stuff off it. The innate can be kind of annoying. The double color can be a little bit annoying later, but like it is a good card. I would not deny that one. Okay, let's see what we can do with this here. Not a huge amount, because we don't have anything to play that. He's upgrading immediately, which is spooky. But I think I'm gonna try and hit here, and we'll see. See, the potions don't go to the deck; they go to the discard pile. If they went into the deck, I think I'd be a bit more okay with this thing, right? That's where it kind of loses me a little bit. We are taking a lot of damage this turn. I don't think there's any good way around it. We can block 11, so at 21, 14 plus 17 is 31, so we're taking 10 here, and I don't think there's any realistic way we're getting out of that. So I think we've just got to try and hit where we can. There is one potion in the deck that might be able to knock out one of these guys. Would be nice. Yep, okay. Unfortunately not taking these things out though, so we're still potentially in a lot of trouble there. But we can graze 2, so this is actually fine. So the way to handle this one with 6 mana, we probably take this guy out first. And then we have the guaranteed draw from this. Takes out the status wielder. Should be decent. And now we can do Ageless here. And I guess we don't have to use Runaway. It's probably better that we do, though. So we will. Gets the potion. That's actually not the best turn for it, but it's still fine. We'll just take him out here. I think maybe shooting this one could have also worked, but whatever. It's all good. So the reason it could have worked better is because then we could knock him out on this turn, but we would have had to still draw enough attacks to make that happen. Whatever. See, he's going to be like one short, unfortunately. Except, because it was cost reduced by Runaway before, we actually have enough. So, works out. Shoot the Moon is decent, but we don't have charge for it. Full Moon Howl is really good. I think we'll take Howl, because the getting vulnerable and status stuff down in general is very, very nice. So let's upgrade that. And I will see after the Elite fight whether or not I want to upgrade Fluorescent Forest. Forest is probably pretty good in this fight, to be fair. Because Aya does have a propensity to take a while, thanks to, you know, having 2 greys every turn. Not that I'm mad at that or anything. What are you talking about? Alright. Yeah, let's fire this up. Also, Full Moon Howl is kind of nice because of the Elite fights. We have more stuff anyway to use it with, so... Can't use Fluorescent this turn if I want to actually survive, so we're just going to run away. Does make it cheaper the next time it comes up, so that could be useful. See what we get off of this. Yeah, we could do some damage this turn. Let's go ahead and do that. Good. So 13, not that bad to handle. Let's see what we draw before I commit to anything too severe. Yep, we already get through that. That is fine. Probably want to keep vulnerable on her though. And then we'll just do a little bit of damage to what we have here. Not even getting to Fluorescent Forest right now is kind of funny, but that does happen sometimes. Well, here we have it, so... Yeah, we'll just launch it like this. So the interesting bit with the setup here is now, I mean, the potion is basically going to be immediately in debt next turn because I have no hand, right? So there's a chance that we do just kind of draw it before too long. None of this hand really matters too much to me, but the scry might still be useful, so we'll do that first. Yeah, this will be fine. I mean, if you're gonna just give it to me, see that Fluorescent Forest technically helped at the very end there. I'll give it that. Tengu's camera once again. Interesting that we're getting the same one there. Nothing to work with out of this. I think this might have to be a keep Fluorescent Forest setup then. Card is like fine. It's not a disaster. It's just a little bit slow. So I think what we need here, maybe if we get more copies of it, it's going to be pretty good. But what we need now, I think, for this deck is to focus on running through the deck as many times in the turn as possible. We want to be, not as per turn, but we want to cycle through the deck once per turn, if we can. So we're going to want to focus on card draw as well as some potion generation stuff here, as much as we physically can. So that is going to have to be our modus operandi for this this run. Yeah, I'm going to use that this turn because I do want to use Runaway to get my stuff all set. yeah, put vulnerable on you for the future. Make sure that you are always going to be doing that. She has Kasumi here, which is going to do a little bit of damage immediately. 6 damage at the end of every turn is a little annoying, to be honest, because it means we are going to have to take some hits here, which I'm not a fan of, but whatever. Get the bomb going here as well. Gets us well set with potions in the deck, so we should be able to take her out pretty quickly. The key to killing, to like winning this fight, is to damage rush it, basically, because if she ever gets to what's her face, Eternity, and does the poison stuff, you're in a very, very bad spot. So you really want to make sure that this fight doesn't last that long. Ideally, we'd have like Witch's Crucible or something by now, but since we don't, we're gonna just make the best of what we've got. A raw potion damage is still gonna be totally fine, to be honest. Runaway is helping a fair bit as well. I'll be real with you. Mana Freeze from Cherno does make it so that your first card costs more, and then one of them gets exiled. So if you draw all of them at the same time, it's kind of annoying, but it's fine. Now the potion, we got a potion in deck, right? No, we do not, but it's okay. She also has a Frost Armor gimmick here as well, but she's on 28. And that means I cannot knock her out with this hand, so we are going to have to draw. Huh. I actually don't know how that was gonna work out. It's very funny the way that's set up. Okay. From there, Craft Potion. So she actually would be putting Eternity up here as well, defrosting a Frozen Cocoon. Eternity is really bad because of the poison aspect. Is just every card you play poisons you, and she does give you an antidote technically, but it doesn't stay in hand, and that poison damage just instantly stacks up to be like impossible to deal with. So kind of glad we don't really have to deal with that. How many potions we got on deck? 2? This should provide lethal, because 1 potion is enough to get the laser. And there we go. And with Cherno we get the green instead of the blue. Bottled Soul is very interesting. If we had another way of getting the rest of our power back, it does generate a very good money run for sure. Cherno's branch requires you to get teammates, and unfortunately Patchouli, Marisa's own teammate, is blue and black, it's not green, so we wouldn't get that. Izanagi object is just not worth taking, basically, ever. I mean, it's the extra exhibit is kind of fun. It just means if you come across what's her face, Shiki in Act 3, though, you're going to be taking more damage from her, which is kind of funny. But the exhibits are super strong mostly, so I don't think the bonus effect of this is going to come up that much. I don't think Green Marisa is that great for potions. Mushroom Specialist can get you a potion ad, but it's not consistent at doing so. So I'm going to say that at some point I'm going to be able to regenerate the power here, and I'm going to take the Bottled Soul, because that'll give us a lot more money for the rest of the game. So yeah, Starry Flight is fine. And just like before, I would have considered removing Fluorescent Forest here if we didn't have to upgrade it, but so far we found like 0 potion cards, so we kind of have to deal with it here. Megumu! I have not seen what Megumu's new fight is like yet, so this is going to be a new experience. She has been nerfed. Let's just get that out of the way now. She has been very much hit with the nerf bat because she was just a little bit too powerful for an Act 3 boss, if we're being honest. So, like, it's probably for the best, but we will see what her state is like now. Let's go ahead and grab these. So we want to do that, because we're going to draw a bunch extra anyway. Go. We do need to defend against the 5, which I know doesn't, it sounds like so dangerous, right? But we do kind of need to do that. So let's just get that out of the way now. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to just be like really picky about a lot of the cards I take in this one, since we do actually need to cycle this deck very frequently so that Fluorescent Forest actually does something, you know? Not really getting very far with doing that though, are we? Alright, let's just go ahead and shoot this turn then. Again, maybe I just get more Fluorescent Forest as well and we just deal with it that way. That's also very possible. Not a lot going on in this hand, but I suppose we're fine. So we take 11, which is not going to hit us obviously because of the barrier. Now you're upgraded though, so that's a bit spooky. Yeah, we want to just rush basically as many shops as we can at this point, because every fight is going to give us quite a lot of money. So we want to make sure that we're doing as much as we can with the shops here. Because for every power that we would have gotten off of an enemy, Bottled Soul gives us free money instead. So we can go to a shop almost every section at this point. Good for card removes as well. I mean, I guess it depends how far we go with card removes and whatnot too. Gonna take the second craft here because we do have more black mana than we normally would. And we're going to have more of it now because Patchouli is just going to give us an extra one here. Second run in a row of Patchouli as well. That's interesting. The 2 runs I've done previously on this patch have had Sukuna and Junko specifically. So it's not guaranteed. I've just had 2 seeds that have had the same like thingy with that there. I think Patchouli overall is the best. But I think Junko can be really good if you're trying to, if you picked like a character shining exhibit, but you don't necessarily want all of their color cards to show up. I do think that one can be pretty good. And obviously Sukuna is not a mana event, so you know, she kind of doesn't count. So yeah, but I honestly think Patch is the best one because the rainbow mana is just like so powerful. And if you are like off branching and stuff, if you take from like one of your core colors, then that means you get to have 2 mana of, say at the moment I can find cards that cost 2 red, but if you've spec'd into an off color, then say if I had a white mana instead of the black one here, I'd be able to find cards that cost 2 white as well. And that can actually be really good if you've got the right off color. So I do genuinely prefer Patchouli stuff. But Junko can be really good for characters like Sakuya, I think, because Sakuya uses colorless mana quite a lot. So she actually prefers having more mana as opposed to having specific colored mana. So sometimes it's build dependent as well, you know? It's pretty good. Whichever way you want to cut it, it is pretty good. Which one are we going for first? This is guaranteed to attack next turn. This probably will attack because of the setup here. Yeah, let's just swing here. Because this is only a 1-hit attack too, I might be able to graze around that. Yeah. Runaway helps that. Ageless Dream is useless in this fight, unfortunately, because we don't get any use out of weak and vulnerable. These guys are immune to them after all. So, bit of a shame, but it's all good. So get a card draw, get Runaway, get some barrier off of that potion, which is pretty good. We'll go ahead and throw another one out, so we get more barrier off of that. And it is looking like I should probably just take the knockout yeah, take the knockout here so I don't lose any barrier. And that's fine. So we are going to get purified this turn, which is potentially annoying. But the Rainbow Mana is immune to Purify as well. That's the other reason that Patch is the best. Because she don't care about getting your stuff purified. So, it's pretty good. Right, so what else can we do? We can basically just put Barrier out again. Hand is a bit of a stinker. I'm actually just going to use the Ageless Stream even though it doesn't do anything just because I need to get it out of the deck here basically. So, yeah. Yeah, so the Household Appliance thing is frustrating, we shall say. But that's fine, we'll deal with it. Let's just put Fluorescent Forest down now. It's got block this turn, so shoot does nothing against it a bit here. So we'll just block a little bit there. Alright, run away. Fight is taking a decent bit of time here, but we'll get there. Like it's almost done. Let's be honest. We have Craft Pot there. We've got like 2 potions coming up in the deck now. So and there's no chance we take any damage. So it's fine. It will simply be over at that. So, nothing here that's amazing either. Close Eye Shot is too expensive. It's better, I think, for Burst Mari if you're going to do anything with it, like Mari B, but unfortunately that's not who we're playing. And yeah, it really doesn't do much damage-wise here. It is random too, so for like 4 mana that is just too expensive. So, we're not going to bother with that either. But this is a heck of a shop. We have Open Universe is insane. Refined Potion is very good. Like, this doesn't even have to be upgraded as a thing. This is immediately getting upgraded. And we have the... I just need to make sure I can afford it all. Because everything's at 140. I really wish I could afford this too. But unfortunately... not happening if I want an upgrade as well. So I think we are going to have to just bite it, not take the extra firepower against elites, and just be these 2 plus the upgrade here. Yeah, that's going to be the way. Because, yeah, 159, we could afford this, but then I can't upgrade the card. This really needs to be upgraded before you actually use it. Because costing 0 instead of costing 1 is a massive difference. So, yeah. I think I'm going to take the Ballistic Shield just as an emergency defense as well, just in case something really wrong happens. I'm not entirely sure what is going to come up that way yet, but I don't know exactly what Megumu's stuff is like yet, and she did hit really hard before, so having an emergency defense against her is respectable. I know I said we were going to go like shops every time, but we don't have enough to do that just now, so let's just do this way. I'm not going to take the Devil's Attack stuff because I don't have any way of getting rid of her downside, right? So it's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Okay. So instantly going to fire that. We're going to get the barrier. Do this one and Grace. Kind of wish we had enough to fire that, but it's alright. I think we can take it on the barrier here. So we're going to take 8 on our barrier. That's completely reasonable, I guess, because we do gain some back anyway. Only one of them is deciding to attack this turn. That's pretty fun. So Refined Potion is already discarded. It's a bit of a shame. I don't think... Oh, I could get Fluorescent Forest with it though. Right, so that's good enough. Open Universe to pick up Fluorescent Forest means 2 of them cost 0, and so now every turn we're going to get 2 potions into the deck with it. Seems good to me. and just reduce the damage a little bit. All of these potions will be able to get through the graze stuff here, no problem. So I'm not worried about them having graze. I'm a little bit worried about how much damage this is building up, though. Yeah, look at this now. That is what we call a very spooky setup. Oh, and the moth has just flown in. Okay. It's actually a relatively big moth too, so I'm probably going to need to open up the door and try and let it out. So, yay for doing the stuff live and all of that, right? This is the sort of thing you'd want to cut out of those things, but whatever. I don't even know where it's gone now. It's up in the middle of the light, I think. So we'll deal with Danger Mothman later on. For now, we go and try and do some damage here. How many potions are in the deck? 3? Okay, let's see if we can get them to hit good targets. Yeah, so you might hear the door creaking at this point as well, because I've got it open to try and, when it next shows its face, I'm going to try and get them off out here. Let's go defend here. Probably want to laser you down. I also have the defense of this. So, but the problem is we're still taking so much, right? Like 20, 15, and 24? Like, goodness. Nothing that these can do. So, potions save us? Not really. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think Ageless Dream has got to go down here, but because all of the damage is based on lock-on, maybe I should have done it here then. We have 46, and we are taking 20, 42 plus 15. And this guy will be the one who gets the heal. I'm going to use the shield. Good job I did buy it in the end then, because it's going to be important to not take too much damage this turn. Yeah, still took some damage on the barrier, but that is what it's there for. Okay, not a lot going on here either, to be honest. Let's just use all of our cards, I guess, as we do. Yeah, this guy needs to go down. And then you, because if a potion hits this, it's going to knock him out anyway. 23 damage, so... Okay, that's not the right one, but will survive, I suppose. I should have done the Fine Pot, maybe. Yeah, that would have actually KO'd him too, but I guess it's not that big of a deal because we do have the shoot that we can just use. We've got one potion left in deck. Let's just shoot to knock him out and see what we get off of this. Instant potion, okay. Refine Pot does take 4, so we could use it if we were actually still in the fight. So this is what I'm kind of getting at with Fluorescent Forest. One of them by itself is too slow, but if you get lots of them, then they actually end up being quite good. So the goal here is probably to get like 3 of them, if we could. Because that would be very powerful at that stage. Alright, Straw. Open Universe immediately is fantastic. We are using that. The question is to refine or to fluorescence. We probably still need to use this turn as well. That ballistic shield is just getting consumed before we even get to Megumi. But I think I really do need to just use it here. We're going to use this because it's more immediate. So all of our potions are going to do 25 base damage here. And that is exactly where we want to be with Vulnerable. It's going to be very helpful. So yeah, 25 base, 39 outright. Yeah. It just like evaporates her health here, which is obviously very potent for us. More potions, and she's probably dead here, right? I mean, sure. She's dead because there's a potion in deck, right? So, rip! Yomu never even knew what hit her. Against the longer fights, though, with like more HP and stuff, the Fluorescent Forest thing would be better. None of these are good enough. Most of them are Marisa B type stuffs. Mask of Hope versus Tengu's Fan. Potions do not count as cards played, so they do not work with Mask of Hope. So we take the Tengu Fan, synergizes with the Crow here too, so we actually have 3 Greys at the start of every fight now, which is a lot of Greys. That is going to blank a lot of different attacks here. I don't know where that moth even is at the moment. It might be above on the roof bit, so I'm just going to close the door again, because it is quite cold. It's we are recording this fairly deep in at night, so it's not exactly very warm out there. I would rather not have the door open if I could avoid it. Alright, what else we got? What else we got? We've got money this time, so we'll go down this route. Okay, this could be trouble. This is not an easy fight to do. We do have 3 Greys though, so we are fairly well protected from the beginning portions of this. And Open Universe is immediately available, huh? Well, it looks like Fluorescent Forest is going to be the play this time round. So, yeah, let's do that. Get ourselves this. And I think it's just play defense with the rest of it, right? Because we need to still block that 16. So, yeah. I really don't want to use the... I don't want to use the other bit if I can avoid it. The bomb here. Yes, we're getting power from the console, but not very much, right? So, just really try and make sure that doesn't matter. The problem is, look how much damage we're taking here, right? And with being purified, I can't even use craft pots that well. Full Moon Howl could do a little bit, but not that much. This is not a good hand to be drawing next turn either, so definitely need to use one of these for sure. If I could guarantee that I was going to get the potion here, then I would quite happily use Craft Pot, because then I could Orthodox Rebellion and get through like the rest of the deck. I think it might have to be Bomb here. Yeah, it's feeling like it's going to need to be. Especially because now this guy is secretly going to do more damage. It would. It would. This is changed actually. It would secretly do more damage than what it used to, but they've actually changed it so that this effect, the lock-on, will not apply until the end of the enemy turn. So this actually is accurate as to how much it will do. So, yeah, we won't have to worry about that. I think the correct play is to Rebellion first and try and get the potion out for it. Yeah. So that now we can Craft Pot, guarantee getting at least one of them. Okay. That's one from Fluorescent Forest, which is pretty good. So that takes out a significant chunk of the damage. This is obviously very helpful. Now we can afford to Craft Pot again here. And then from there, I think it is going to be this one. Not really a lot that I want to play immediately here. So we're taking 37, so we can full block. We just don't need that card, obviously. Yeah, we can full block, so we will. Because the potions do 15 fixed, I do want to make sure this guy is below that. I was kind of hoping to get rid of the Purify this turn, but oh well. What's a guy to do, eh? Yep, there we go. Take him out. And now we have Runaway, so the Graze is going to be completely fine. And we actually have enough mana where Refine Pot can get used as well here. So that's good. And we got 2, so we get another one of those. And sure. Pretty respectable. Yeah, I think even with Bottled Soul here, like, we had to use the bomb in this fight. It just makes it really spooky because you don't get clean access to bombs for most of the runs, so it's a very scary thing to be consuming them like this, you know? Not necessarily incorrect, just like, yeah, this is a scary one. Okay, so with the Caracasa, now we have 3 Graze and 8 block initially. Speed Duel would be great if we could charge. But we can't charge, so... Satellite Illusion is a good card, just naturally. I think having at least one good attack is respectable. Ooh, Blink Dagger. Oh, let's go. That's pretty good. Alright, let's see what else we can find. So we don't take any damage from any of this opening turn. But we also don't have a lot in this opening hand, so let's just get rid of all of that. Craft Pot, pretty good. I kind of want to scry for Open Universe. I guess we'll take Satellite Illusion so we can attack for Open Universe, maybe? No Open Universe. Fluorescent Forest is still, like, decent, though. Yeah, we don't have enough mana now for Open Universe to be good, so... we shall simply... use our stuff this way. Yeah, bit too late. Couldn't really use it. Get more Grace for next turn. Seems like a reasonable play. We're shuffling through the deck pretty quickly here as well, so we'll have 1 Graze point for the following turn, which is all we need because there's only one thing that's attacking. That's pretty good. Wrong target, but it's fine. We have enough mana to refine, so let's just do that. Get everything at high power, and just because we can, do that. Scouters can be pretty scary if they keep just like alternating the attacks like this, because the double Purify thing is really irritating. But yeah, like you see this one's now Purifying when this one's doing a big attack. It just gets very frustrating to keep on like swinging at them. I don't think it matters doing Full Moon Howl first because we do have plus 10 damage on the potions. So even if she got hit, it's like totally okay. Yeah. Well, I mean that costs 1, so that's easy to do. Guess we'll go for that. Don't need that one. Doesn't do much because of the barrier, but it's still probably worth attacking there. I just don't really want to use Runaway. There's not a reason to. So we'll just shuffle the deck through here. But I guess I don't have a choice, so Runaway it is. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. Let's go draw and slight whiff, but that's fine. Yeah. We're basically done with the fight anyway, so it is all good. Yep, potions for the win. So, like, you can see, we don't have a lot right now as far as potion stuff goes, but we have enough just where it's like, it is working out. It's Astrology Study. Luminous Shroom is really good, but we don't have charge enablers yet. We have had the chance to get them, but haven't taken stuff like Ori Sun. but it is still worth it, so we will take it. Because even if you don't get it like upgraded, even if you don't get the bonus part of it, it still gain block and put a potion in the deck. That's more than worth it. Like, that card is kind of nuts. Otherwise, there's really not a lot here, which is spooky because it means that I'm not really spending a lot of money when I definitely would like to. I guess we could take like borrow materials or something, but I really don't want to. Premeditation's not worth it. Impatience just stops us from cycling the deck properly, so it's not really good enough. Dark Satellite taking 2 black is not really worth it. I could take the Tambourine, but we already have 2 instances of Vulnerable. It should be fine as is. It just makes it makes the scries a bit more obfuscated by drawing beyond it. I'm gonna leave that. I don't think there's anything else in there that's really worth it. All the exhibits were terrible as well, so I think it's best just leaving that. As bad as that looks, you know? Alright, well we don't need the defense ones. I guess you could keep Orthodox Rebellion, but nah, we've got another one, so... And this is the problem, right? When we don't have enough stuff, what we really need is Smart Speaker to put Open Universe in the starting hand every time. That's what we actually need. But no such luck at the moment, obviously. Okay, it is... Okay, yes, this is the one that got upgraded, because this is 10x2 now. Right, okay. That's fine. We'll refine part 2. I love the artwork on this one. It was so goofy, so awesome. We still have 2 grays, so we graze this guy, and then we just need to block 16. So 16 has been blocked. Luminous Shroom, I guess I could put another potion in deck that way. That did 20 even though she's got camo up. That's very funny. Yeah, let's put the potion in. We'll see. A bit of a shame, but it's fine. And then we'll just shoot for 5. Why not? Maybe should have done it with Nitori, but eh. So now we're on so much potion damage. That's where it always feels great, yeah. Is just how much damage your potions can do with funny stuff happening. Boop. Alright, just one more and we would be done. Let's see if we can get that. Nope. Still fine. Just thinking exactly how is best to do it. So we do 8 and 15, so we're 1 short of taking out Nitori with this lot. Yeah, we don't actually graze anything right now, but we can if we just use that. So, could be worth... How many potions are in deck? Just the 1? Okay. Let's go ahead and do this then. I mean, I can cost reduce that for the next one, so that'll be fine. And there. And I don't want to draw because I want the potion from Fluorescent to come up here. I mean, it would be nice if it actually did, but that's fine. Not really any use out of any of those. I guess we just go and finish her off here. We can deal with the defense this thing comes up with, but the optical camo is slightly more annoying. I mean, you know. Sometimes you will eventually just hit that potion. Helium Free, a very intriguing card. We don't have a lot of triggers for it right now. Not a card, an exhibit. We don't have a ton of triggers because I have kept most of the stuff pretty lean here. But it does mean if we have to like hard cast Refine, and when we cast Open Universe, we do get colorless mana back. So that's good. None of this is worth it. It's not strong enough here. So yeah, I think we just do Satellite Illusion, because 19 damage is pretty good, instead of 14. And let's see what Megumi's fight is like now. So, starting off with 9 times free, was she 12 times free initially? I don't actually remember. One other thing, the bribery is ethereal now. So, it will go away if you keep it like this. So, I think we actually will. Because there's not really a reason for me to like toss it here. Oh, that's a good start. So go there, craft. Fluorescent Forest immediately is fine. See if I can hit open. I do hit open. Because that's probably going to be better. Just to go open universe here on Refine. We'll get Fluorescent Forest another time. Oh no, we'll get Fluorescent Forest as well. Because, yeah, that's the whole point. With the Helium free, means I get the colorless to cast as well, which is pretty good. So, yep, so that used to be a much heavier status line that you'd throw in your deck initially as well. I believe they said they separated the two. That's so much extra damage there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they've like separated her status stuff. So now instead of chucking like 4 things at you at the same time, including Spirit Newspaper, that's an entirely separate attack compared to what it was before. So definitely weaker off the bat, but I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, still got some potions. We've got 6 mana. I think I'm comfortable enough just doing this. The potions will get around her Graze next turn as well, so I'm pretty happy just absorbing the hit here. Yeah, we could have gotten another point of barrier or something, but I think having the potions be useful this turn is good. Yeah, this is a new one. So she will, yeah, add status cards to your deck. She will power up herself. That's different to what she did before. And then next turn it'll be her spell card. Also, I just noticed she starts with only 1 Shining Tripod. Maybe that's why the damage is less. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was 12 by 3 before. Because she started with 2 Shining Tripod on Lunatic. Whereas now it's only 1. So that's, I guess each one is like +3 firepower or something. So she's probably going to get that. Or she would. I think she's going to die before that happens, but she would probably get it from the upgrade here. But I'm pretty sure she's just like dead, so or if not like instantly, but if I get like any attack, I think she's pretty much dead, right? Like, you know, a potion. Yeah. Okay, this is a really good card for a really good exhibit for a different character, either Reimu or Sakia, because you paid for like exile cards a lot with them, and gaining mana for doing so means you can kind of go like sort of infinite on them sometimes. You can go infinite. I think you might be able to go infinite with like Lakeside Dance, but yeah, we're taking the ice scale here for sure. Leviton is really tempting because I do have a lot of vulnerable stuff here, but I want a status condition to finish off this build. Cooling Agent would be perfect. A second open universe, you say? You definitely want this, apart from just to improve your odds of it. A second open universe means you can open universe for the open universe, which gives you 2 copies of it at 0 mana, so you get two different things that you massively tank out of the deck. The thing is, like, Remelia can kind of mess it up, but that's not really that big of a deal here. And again, is this going to be like the 4th time in a row that I don't prepare something? I think so. Runaway is actually pretty good when upgraded. I think the only thing I would consider getting rid of here, and it's only because I have a lot of defense cards, is Starry Flight. because it isn't. Apart from it's not upgraded, it's the one thing here that's like kind of sketchy, but it gives barrier, so it's actually still useful enough. And we've seen how good Fluorescent Forest stuff is proving to be with a deck that can cycle through it every time. I genuinely don't think there is a card that I want to prepare here. So yeah. Okay, Junko. Junko with Rainbow is potentially like annoying. However, she probably isn't going to survive long enough for me to care. You again? Don't you ever give up? Yeah. I mean, we're probably fine with this deck. Okay, well, we don't have to... See, the thing is, we don't have to do defense on this opening turn whatsoever, which is pretty good. I actually think I'm going to stick with this hand. My only question is how I am going to pay for all of the stuff I want to do here. It is a pretty funny hand, that is for sure. What I think I'm going to do, I mean, I'm going to open universe for open universe, obviously. This one's not upgraded yet, so the cards that I get from it are going to cost 1, but that is just at the right point where this is still going to be reasonable. Because I am going to take... Refine, as you usually would, right? Take Refine, but I'm also going to take one of her cards and double that as well. I'm not going to go for the achievement for the thing because I don't need to, but I'm going to go ahead and use these now in order to lower like the output stuff like immediately. Oh yeah, I forgot about the... That's funny. I forgot about the ability on the ice scale. When you play an ability card, it lowers the cost of stuff in your hand randomly by 1. So this actually does cost 0 now, and that means I get to fire this and attack. Haha! Technically a misplay until it wasn't. You see, this time she min-rolled though, even though I had the grays for it, which is just very silly. Okay. Full Moon Howl is always useful. It means we can full block with Orthodox Rebellion, so we will just simply do that. And I don't think I need anything else this turn, I'm just going to play the shoot. Keep these astrologies in hand. This is the other reason I don't tend to pick Astrology Study, because I usually pick the cards that like do astrology like give you astrologies anyway. And if you have them in hand at the end of the turn, because you don't need to play them that turn, the study doesn't really do anything. Exactly, a love letter kill is bad because we have Bottled Soul. We want the funding. We don't want her to just disappear. So we don't want to go for the letter kill anyway. That's the other reason why I kind of stopped where I did, you know? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do kind of have too many cards for this here. You just use them all. I know, right? But see, there's times where they don't make sense to use, though. If I already have what I need in hand, I'm not going to use the astrologies to just, like, play stuff I don't have to, you know? Here, on the other hand, this is where it starts making sense to use them. I actually don't even need this in deck anymore, to be completely honest. Once you get down to one tick left, it's generally fine, I think, to just kind of go with what you've got. And I mean, like, she's dead anyway, right? So we have a potion left in deck, and and we have this, so she's just dead. We don't need to use the other one. This is Potion Marisa in the nutshell right now. So you're telling me I can get Devil's Codex on top of everything else here, huh? You're telling me that Codex is also available. The problem is getting it upgraded. Like getting everything like thingied in here. It's gonna be annoying, but I guess we just commit to the pathway here. Yeah, nothing to do with these as before. Let's proceed. And let's see what we can do. So we're taking 5 attacks here, but we don't need this and we don't need this. Let's just move with that. Because we have Astrology scrying for 5 here as well, which is pretty good. So fire that off immediately. Open Universe straight away. Not really gonna complain at that. I guess the only thing you could complain at here is I won't have enough defense to... Oh no, because I've got the 8 from the Caracasa, so like this will give me enough defense. So no complaining. I mean, if you want to complain, is I've already drawn Fluorescent Forest, right? That's the that's like the one complaint you could give here. But that's fine. We will just have to make it work with something else. I mean, Full Moon Howl seems pretty good, right? To weaken them down. Because that'll keep them down for a long time. Okay, so first off, Fluorescent Forest to lower the cost on the stuff I don't care about that much, but that's fine. Then we'll use one of the refines. Gets those, that's fine. Use the other one just to nullify that cost. And then barrier, double howl, and start attacking one of these. 2 times 2, such a scary attack, right? That's why like Song of the Night Sparrow is a really good card as well. For a similar sort of logic here as why the double Full Moon Howl was like insane. Alright, go there, get the draw. Probably Rebellion first, in order to go for a bit more. Swipe him out. Satellite Illusion here. Probably could have lasered that, to be honest, but whatever. We just need to get to more potions, and more potions is what we shall get. Take that. And we have over 1,000 mons. We have to spend a lot here. Milky Way's not particularly good. It's like alright, but it's so expensive as well. I mean, with the helium-free, it's not quite as bad, but it's still pretty bad, to be honest with you. Like, I don't like keeping them out. I don't think we need a second Full Moon Howl either, because we're going through the deck pretty quickly. We want to keep it lean here, more or less. We really want to try and make sure that I don't over-add. And then we get stuff like this, right? Devilry Light Ray is actually really cool, and it's very nice that like this. I think this has been fought ahead for quite a while. This is like, this card obviously is neutral, but it's showing Alice, who's going to be coming out soon. But you know what colors Alice actually is now? She is blue and black. So I think she was initially going to be like white and black from the very early stuff, but she is now looking to be blue and black, which is exactly what colors her neutral card already is, which is really cool. Yeah, Transmigration is pretty good too. Card Destruction is definitely something worth looking at here. So that's probably another one that's worth taking. Oh yeah, she was going to be a tricolor, right? Yeah. And then the tricolor thing kind of didn't work out, which I guess because like 5 mana to be a tricolor is kind of rough, right? I really want to take Patch, but again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it upgraded, because I already have 2 things that have to be upgraded in this this bit. Patch is so good though. It's really hard not to take Patch here. The Silver Pocket Watch is also like kind of interesting because you just gain incidental mana as you go. which is pretty reasonable. Devilry Light Ray is still very powerful because it does give you the extra mana as well as a strong first attack, because it doesn't cost you anything as well, right? So it is pretty good, but I don't know. And then Clean Energy, I guess, is fine too because it's a cantrip. This sucks because there's like not a lot in here that I actually want, you know? I guess I'll take the Pocket Watch. And the Inchling's Bowl is just expensive to grab, but like I have so much money at this point that I'm actually feeling like it's worth grabbing just to get a bit more health as we go through this skipping like stuff in this area. It feels really bad though. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna greet it. I'm gonna keep going without buying the stuff, because what do I need to buy that stuff for when I can potentially get other things better later? The can is also like okay, yeah, but none of these are too great. Manipulation of Fate is like fine, but it's probably going to pick up. It's definitely going to pick up Refine Pot, so I don't think it, like if I upgrade it, so I don't think it's worth taking, to be honest. So let's just move on and we'll just grab more shops. I haven't used the Crow Tengu wing yet. Oh, this could be worth. Yeah, get an extra card draw. This is going to happen after Blink Dagger because of Order of Obtaining. But like that's doable. Blink Dagger is probably enough though. Is the problem. I think Blink Dagger generally is going to be enough for me to do what I want. So I don't need it. It's funny because it's like, oh, it's card draw. You should take more card draw, right? But I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, what do I need it for? I guess I'll take it, but like, I don't know if I feel good about it. I guess so, yeah. We could have taken the thing to like buy out the radiances, but meh. Okay, do we want to do a fight or do we want to do a fight because that's the fun bit here. I do still have the achievement to get from the back door, but like that can wait. I don't think I need these two this opening turn. So let's go. It's nice that this got upgraded because it means I can get the extra thing off of that. We'll go there. Craft pot gets an open universe, and that gets us all started up here. Again, we need more abilities, like, because we've only got the one here left in deck. That's like, I think that's honestly the biggest rate limiter that we have at the moment, is just not having enough abilities to play, you know? So we have this one, we want to grab... Codex, I guess, is like fine. Because we get more stuff off of this one too. Let's... am I confident in drawing a potion within the stuff we have? We've got 5 of them in deck. Yeah, because we get occults off of this anyway. I'm gonna do that. We'll exile these. Yeah, we get one off the first card anyway. We just draw all of them anyway. This game is silly sometimes. Do that. You shoot for... I'm gonna shoot with that, actually. Get you. And then exile you. Do we have any left? I don't think so, right? No, we have one left. Okay. Might as well use that. Don't want to use that one because it gives them more firepower. We're trying to win this turn, right? So we'll just do that, and we can. I mean, I didn't even have to use the crap pot. I like throwing potions at them. Dang it. Nothing there is worth it, so we will just stay and move on. Well, there's the second That's funny. There's the second forest. It's not the one I want, but it's the one that probably will work out fine for us here. I'm just gonna take it. Like, this isn't quite going exactly how I want it to go, but it's not going terribly, because we just have firepower with it. What really helps is when you get, like, status stuff to run with for it, but I'm okay just having attack power for this stuff here as well, to be honest. We'll also take these because the block retention is really strong here. Then the rest of it I can now save for the last shop here. Not the Act 4 shop, because we're going to get 300 before we go in there, so we don't need to save for that one. Obviously don't need the defense. Rest of it I think is like fine though. Refined pot in the opener. Okay. Could be better, admittedly, but that's fine. Just trying to think on ordering here. Probably Luminous is the best first one. I mean, we've got extra there. Just trying to save enough if we get like Open Universe or something off it. Fluorescent Forest pickup is fine. Let's just try and find... Yeah, there we go. Let's try and find Open Universe first, was the goal. Luckily, we got the cheaper Fluorescent Forest here as well, which is pretty good. Because it means that I can now make the most expensive one cost nothing, which is quite strong. The downside is we drew 2 of our 3 abilities before we got to Open Universe, right? So I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing with the other one. I think it is going to be Ageless Dream that gets picked up here, actually. Because that'll keep her locked down and weak and vulnerable for the entire fight. So that seems useful. It's there. And then, unfortunately, doing this means I don't get to play the other stuff. But oh well, because as much as I want to, that's not enough damage to take her out there. Do we card desk? There's not really a good thing for it there. We're just shy of, even with the weakness. No, we're not, because lock on. Right, yeah, we gotta just take her out with that. I don't think it's worth card desking that. Like, maybe it is, and maybe I should just do it anyway, but it just doesn't seem like it's a worthwhile endeavor. I don't know. Anyway, still got 2 greys as well, so we only need to block 16 this turn. That's obviously already done. So we're fine. Go ahead and attack. Yep. Go for there. See what we get off of that. I mean, the last 2 cards of deck are pretty useful. Yeah, I mean, this works. Just getting more barrier for the future turn is pretty good. I think I'm actually pretty fine card desking this one. So we're looking for the other copy of Fluorescent Forest here. So we get this going at proper scale. And then, since we don't need the firepower down here, I'm just going to store an astrology. I guess I could have maybe fired someone else off, but no, we'll keep the astrology stored. Also, because of Lunafan, it actually does pay to keep playing defense cards, even if we don't actually need the defense, right? So, yeah, we are pretty good to go with this lot. Just see... just get the potion. Again, most of the goal is cycle here, so... I'm actually kind of fine just, like, removing half of that. And more potion! She will go down to them. I mean, honestly, she kind of goes down to the basic shoot, so... And that's the funniest bit. So we will do it with that. Well, I guess I didn't need this now, did I? God. Tengu's cell phone draws 2 cards at the first turn, so... We are literally going to hand limit at the start of every one of these now. That's kind of funny. Alright, what else we got? Ball with wings! What do we need this for? Oh my goodness. All of the money. Ah, dude. So much funds. Alright, what's the event? You know what? Yeah, I will take it this time. Maybe I don't need to use it in the end, but I want 100 power, damn it, it's a very expensive super mushroom. And then we take some damage, but we're going to get the extra mana off of it, so that's respectable. Alright. Moving on. You know what? I'm going to use it because I can. Not because I need to, but because it just gets it consumed. Dude, all these shops suck. Water Blanket's probably the most usable thing with it, right? Getting extra draw plus the... I guess Rabbit Landing is kind of nice as well, but like, man, all of these shops are terrible. What the heck? Let's just get that. Hand Warmer is decent, yeah, because it is another cycle card. The peach, honestly, I really don't like taking it, but the peach is probably gonna be ideal enough here, just because, like, what else am I gonna do, right? The thing is, we get like 300 money for beating Junko as well with our 40% discount with the VIP pass, so like, I don't need the rest of the stuff here, but like, the money is kind of just going to go to waste. I'm getting that. I don't normally get the vinyl because it's not that good, but like, yeah, just because we're fighting Junko, we get more mana out of it. Yeah, I'm taking the vinyl. But no, I'm taking it out of Defiance, not because it's actually good here. Okay, we don't have any like firepower generation stuff, so we are going to be pretty good against Marisa herself. And what I want to note here, because we have so many exhibits, we are actually on the 3rd tier of damage from Shiki here. So she's doing 25 as a base, rather than like 18 that it normally is or something. So yeah, she's going to start by hitting a lot harder than she normally would. It's also possible if you just have like very few exhibits up here to start at tier 1 and she only does like 11 damage or something to begin with. It's kind of funny. Let's get rid of... Honestly, I mean, I'm probably going to use this because it's just like consume it. Okay. On the plus side, we did open with Open Universe again. On the downside, for like the 50th time in a row, we have opened with 2 of our 3 abilities, so never quite pans out the way you want, does it? But it's fine, we'll make it work. How many cards will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So this will make it to 9, and then, yeah, so we need to just be mindful of hand size here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we use one of them, that gets 10 cards in hand, and then we have to use the ability here before we do anything else, so that we don't over consume. So what do we want to do with the rest of this this setup then? We have card desk. I keep calling it card desk, is card destruction, right? It's the Yu-Gi-Oh terminology coming on in. I guess Full Moon Howl is probably good. We already have had Ageless Dream played, so this would just make them vulnerable for the rest of the fight, right? So we can do that. It does not lower Copy Marisa's firepower because the might makes right, but we also don't care because we're grazing everything this turn anyway, so that's fine. Then we have enough to do that, so we can fire this off to do that one, and card desk the other stuff. That might be reasonable, but I think we would need a potion trigger here, right? Didn't get it. Okay. So just a big setup turn here. I probably didn't need to play that, but again, like, the getting the extra block is somewhat useful. So, not the end of the world. I should also note with Hand Warmer that this thing is useful with Luminous Mushroom, so it's a pretty okay pickup for a couple of reasons. It's cycle, obviously, but it also does give us a little bit of extra, like, capability as well. Wow, isn't a Runaway just, like, again kind of nullifies their turn here, right? So kind of funny how that works out. Not a lot in this to really play immediately. I guess we're just gonna play these and just, like, cycle a bit with this. Yeah, see, I can use Hand Warmer to make this, yeah. Nullify that, and then I get one use of Overdrive to put more potions in the deck. We do like Satellite Illusion. That is a good card. Don't need the Refracted... I mean, we could have taken the Refracted Sunlight probably to just, like, get rid of it, but whatever. See, now we've kind of gone through our deck more than once in the turn. We've kind of, if you will, overcycled, right? Because there's not going to be any potions in the deck anymore. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And I guess I could have been using this to... I only just had enough mana for that, right? I could have used it to like, get more stuff going, but meh. It's all good. We don't really mind too much. Let's just get the damage out. And leave it at that. See, this is what I meant with Fluorescent Forest, though. If you get enough of them, it starts becoming really powerful, right? Because you get a lot of extra potions every turn, and then it starts being like, oh, well, now I'm getting 3, 4, 5 potions in the deck, or in the discard pile every time I cycle. That's when it starts becoming a very, very nasty setup. It does take a little bit of mana to get there, mind you, but like we already have most of what we need for that, like already easily available, so it's not that bad really. Alrighty, how do we want to approach this one? Chuck another potion in the deck, that usually works, right? And chuck another potion set in there. Almost take Marisa out with just those, that's fine. We'll hit her with our own laser. Take her out that way. See what else we can draw. Runaway is pretty good. Luminous Shroom is probably good too. Yeah, we'll take them. Because I think I'm going to be using... I want to use the Luminous Shroom, and then I think I'm going to use Runaway here. Although, it's probably best to do this one first. Well, now I don't want to use Runaway, because I want to do that instead. Yep. Nice and straightforward. Now, Junko... Ooh, do we even have attacks that need upgraded at this point? Just basics, because I'm not taking regular attacks, but that's fine, I guess. See what we get here, maybe... Oh! So I heard you needed more potions. Let's go! Product of Failure. Pre-upgraded. You don't need to upgrade Product of Failure. It's actually perfectly fine without an upgrade. But I'm certainly not going to say no to that. The other thing I'm actually going to do here, I normally don't upgrade this one, but I think it's worth it here. Because I do believe that the Fluorescent Forest is going to trigger before this would trigger, because it's at the end of the turn, right? So Fluorescent Forest should put potions into the discard pile, which then will get damage improved by Refined Potion being upgraded. You don't have to upgrade this one to be a good card, clearly, but in this case I think it is actually worth it. So that is what we will do. Okay, looking to hopefully open the open universe here, just to nope, no such luck. But we could maybe still get it. Let's go, you away. Yes, we did get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Too many cards, dang it! Alright, let's get this going. So we want to open universe, the other open universe. Probably just Full Moon Howl before I lose it is the thing here. And then now we can get started with this stuff. So this one for Refine, which is going to be absolutely disgusting now. Not that it wasn't already gross before, but now it's just going to be ridiculous how much this works. And then this open universe for the Fluorescent Forest. Nothing in the hand to even lower the cost of at that point. That's just how silly it is. Let's remove Rune Defense. It's always funny how it just keeps doing the thing with that. We get one more card to use here. It's obviously going to be Orthodox Rebellion. The thing is, there's not really a lot for us to use these on in this deck. There's like basically nothing that it works with, but it's fine, I suppose. See what we can get off the scries. Oh, I mean, this works for it. These aren't going to do anything, so that's fine. We will exile. Runaway is pretty good against Junko, to be honest, so I don't really want to exile that. I don't really want to exile any of this stuff. I guess I'll get rid of the Astrology then. As much as I don't want to do that, I don't think anything else is worth removing here. And then Ageless Dream would be good, but we can't use it here. So probably just get the potion back. So we can do Satellite Illusion. Get another one. Here, I think it's where Card Desk is worth it. Yeah, that seemed pretty good. So now we can Luminous and use this. Also, kind of funny that the Lily was used on like the 5th card of the Silver Pocket Watch, which meant we had 2 white mana, and that was guaranteed to be the thing that she went with on the Purify there. So that actually worked out really well. Alright, so we grace half of this attack, and then the rest of it is whatever. We keep half of our stuff here too. It's pretty solid. Let's go Orthodox into Codex on the Radiance. Get rid of one of those. That's fine. And then I think Runaway is probably the best one to do here. Fluorescent versus Product. Fluorescent is better. More potions for the Refined Lords. And yeah, if we go quickly through, we see this does 45 damage. Absolutely nuts. So if we go into the discard now, yeah, these are doing like 45 damage. These ones are doing 35, because they would do 25 normally, but they get boosted by another 10 because the Refined part is upgraded. So yeah, they are actually kind of insane right now. Now what's a little bit less insane is how nothing there is to do in this hand, so gonna have to draw something pretty big pretty quickly here. Codex is fine, we'll work with that. Let's exile this. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good astrology. And again. And suddenly her damage is like non-existent. As it should be. Alright, let's just get rid of these then. And we should win from that, more or less. Because she just does not have enough damage output to go with. Now, Junko's mechanics have changed a little bit in recent times, so that's a little bit more flourish on that. So now, every time she purifies you after she does her spell card, not that she's going to here obviously, but every time she purifies after using the spell card, she will do damage to you, like when her Purify effect triggers. Not when her Radiance triggers, but when her Lily thing triggers. Ooh, I did just get the extra bomb. So there's two minds here. I think it has got to be Xenocard. The barley doesn't seem like it would be very good, but the reason to go for it would be twofold chemical, but it's a rare. It's hedging against her using pendant, right? Which could mess us up, but Xenocard is just, it's Xenocard. You draw a bunch off of it when you use your bomb, and that seems like it'd be way more useful for us. Embrace the darkness, you say? Threaten me with a good time. I don't think I'm going to use it, but it would be very funny. The problem is I would run out of defense. Ore's Sun is also, like, fine? Ore's Sun could be pretty good, actually, because if we draw the potion abilities, like if we draw too many fluorescents or whatnot, we could just use Open Universe on Ore's Sun and gain, like, 4 off a 4 charge a turn, which would be very fun. But I don't think it's good enough to click. I just think it's close, right? Yeah, it's a solid target, but I would rather get more potions in the fluorescent stuff. Finally! We have gone this entire game without having access to a status condition off of these things. Witch's Crucible is just broken. Like, I thought this card was good in the past. It's better than good. This is flat out broken as far as stuff goes. Finally getting access to it here. Better late than never. Instant upgrade on that as well. There's no doubt. Alioth is a very interesting pickup. Probably worth my last upgrade, I think, right? Because I don't really need much else here. Exactly, yeah. See, Shiki called us out on this as well. Stealing exhibits under the guise of solving the incident. Yeah, my upgrade is not necessary on like anything. Transmigration is like the only card that I would really quote-unquote care about upgrading. I don't even think that's necessary. So I'm taking Ally off, because it's another Scry. It gives you 2 charge, so it'll be good with Luminous. And when I upgrade that, it's going to be completely fine. Otherwise, not really a lot to do here. I don't really care too much about either of these. I suppose Navigation Star is pretty decent, but it's just going to mean I take more damage from everything from Sega, so I don't really care. The problem is we've got a lot of money and nothing to spend it on, right? I'm tempted to take Tycho only because of the AoE aspect, but I think our deck is so good that we really don't need it here. So, yeah, we're just gonna take the other stuff there, and I don't even think Ageless Dream should be necessary. So, probably not worth taking that either. Unfortunately, just a lot of money left on the table, but that's what happens sometimes in bottled soul runs. We did have an awful lot of funding, like at all times, and sometimes the shops don't have enough stuff that's worth it. It does happen, so yeah. Alrighty! So, let's see how badly Seiji gets beaten up in this one. It's the bow! Okay, that's an interesting one. But I don't think we're going to be too bent out of shape about it. We don't need Illusion Laser on turn 1. Starry Flight might be worth keeping, just because of the... I mean, we get so much extra draw from other stuff. I think Starry Flight is worth keeping here. I actually might not use Hand Warmer immediately. And yeah, the Vinyl is actually coming in, because every time we draw one of these status cards, we're going to get mana off of that. So, that's okay with me. Right. So, how do we wish to approach this one? We really want to find Open Universe. Refine Potion is not the one I want to see first. That being discarded, we already have a Fluorescent Forest as well. So once again, we are going to draw all of our abilities before we draw the... But we have Crucible in deck still, so there's a shot. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to use this first. I'm going to use the forest here so that I can use this one. Gonna fire the Lily as well here. We have like a lot of extra draw potential, so it's not really the way I want to see it though. Use that. I have just enough if I can get Open Universe off of this specifically. But we can't, and there's another ability gone as well. This is a kind of unlucky draw setup for sure. At this point, it's like, do I just give up on Open Universe this turn? I think so, unfortunately. I'm just gonna work with what we have here, I think. So, to facilitate that, we're just going to do it this way around. Yeah, because there it is. It's too late. It was another 2 cards down, so... Sucks, but that is how it goes sometimes. So I need some level of defense here, I guess. But most of the defense takes stuff I don't have. That'll be fine. Do I use the Hand Warmer knowing that what we're up against with it here? Yeah, why not? I don't really need the laser, so... And that gives us some extra charge as well. Sure, that's gonna be fine. Okay. We at least get to use the Crucible as well. Taking just a whole 1 damage there. Oh man. That's funny that the bottom card of the deck was the potion that we picked up there. Okay, so... If we shuffle everything back into the deck, We can get out Refine Potion, which would be fine. So let's do that first. Oh, come on. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, it had to happen at some point, right? We have literally drawn every single ability that we have in the deck alongside Open Universe now. Like, there is no ability that we can use Open Universe anymore. So, woof. That is not great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're even a card short for Product of Failure here. Dang, man, it's not cool. Not cool at all. Well, I guess we just have to make do with what we got. So what do I want to Open Universe now then? Other than itself, obviously. I guess Luminous Shroom is probably pretty good. And like... Codex is good because we have the status cards coming in later on anyway. I don't know. Alio? Feels really bad. I guess we could just do like Satellite Illusion for some damage now, but that's gonna hurt things in the long run, right? Well, let's work it out in a sec, because we want to get at least one of these going. So I want Luminous Shroom first. Okay, what do we got anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Oh, hang on. 8, 9? Ah, but I can't use Product of Failure with it because I don't have enough mana. Okay. I was thinking, can I use Product and only get one shadow out of it? If your hand has got 10 cards in it, you can do that, but... Maybe I do just take Devil's Codex here then, because I can get more out of it. Yeah, let's do that. So we want to defend. And then exile the Glare, because that comes back. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means if we use this now, we only get one shadow instead of 2. Because the hand is too full to generate the other one. So then this can go in. This can go here. This might be a little bit too short-sighted given that we are working with Bow first here, but I think it's going to be alright because at least the Vinyl will still help out there. Go for the Howl. Use that one. I think I want to use one of the Occults here to get the other one of these going. Get the block anyhow, and scry for more potions. That's a lot of potions. Probably too many potions, but whatever. It's fine. Obviously, she doesn't take any more damage this turn, but that is A-okay with me. It is literally just getting the extra astrology there. More power to the potions. More poison damage as well, because why not? Okay. So from here, we want to probably just get more of this going. Maybe I could have taken the Glamorous Starlight there just to get it out of the deck for later, but whatever. So she's gonna recover, she's gonna like cleanse all this poison off after this turn, but that's fine. It's not really that much of a problem. It's done its job of damage augmenting here. That's really all I can ask of it. I should probably defend so I don't take damage off the barrier here. Like that seems like a good idea. Do the same thing again here. Hand is too full, so we only get one shadow, but we get 3 potions into the deck. which is very good. And then I guess I just like finish off the damage this turn with these. I mean, I don't even need to, so I probably just took damage on the barrier that I didn't have to, because the poison is going to trigger. Yeah, so I didn't actually have to use the shoots there, but it's fine. The pendants. Okay. This is where it gets a bit complicated, because the crows and like here will absorb some of the potion attacks, but only a little bit. It's not really that bad. So we go there. Full Moon Howl. And we start fishing. Yeah, we just have to take them out. It's really not that big of a deal, right? Like, they took 4 potions, which is a lot, but now we just run with it from what we have here, yeah. So should be straightforward enough. Use that for the barrier. Another Full Moon Howl makes it so she doesn't do any damage, which is very funny. So we will definitely do that. Shadows. I think I'm gonna use the Ballistic Shield. I know she's not doing any damage, but I still would like to be able to keep some stuff for next turn, right? So keep some block. So we'll just do that. There. Card desk maybe is fine. I mean, a barrier is also fine. Card desk for free. Gain even more. Okay, that's about it for as far as what we can do unless we Xena. But I think Xena is worth it. We've still got a lot of damage we can do here. Not enough to knock her out this turn, but the draw 5 I think is going to be more than worth it. Let's get this stuff down. 60 cards in exile, by the way. Okay, now we've kind of overdone it, but whatever. 61 cards in exile. Good lord. Certainly do generate your fair share of potions, huh? And then just get the astrology for next turn. Oh no, what a scary attack! Anyway. And now she's like dead to the poison, and you can see the effect here as well. Like she's gonna take lethal damage to the poison. So we literally don't need to do anything, but like we could, but we won't because it's funnier. Also 90 barrier just casually here as well, by the way, so like we really had nothing to worry about. That's why I didn't get rid of Starry Flight, even though we could have. Also, we very briefly had a very nice amount of money up there, but you know, there was nice amounts all around. And there we go, that is Potion Marisa, just like normal, really. She is exceptionally powerful, even if you don't get all of the craziest parts of her there. We didn't have Witch's Crucible until the very end. We were relying on Fluorescent Forest for most of that, which, like, not the worst card in the world, but certainly not one you tend to keep past Act 1 most of the time. And we still just kind of crushed it. Obviously, Open Universe is very good for this as well, but you saw, we kind of didn't get to use the full value of Open Universe in that very last fight. It wasn't the only thing that was good about this. Realistically, so long as you have at least some consistent way of generating potions, and or, well, you need at least a decent way, but like, so long as you have a couple of potion things, as well as like the status sort of thing to deal with it, or just a critical mass of potions, you're gonna just like steamroll with this stuff. It is not that difficult to beat the thing with the potions. They're just exceptionally strong, right? They're just a little bit hard to target with sometimes, obviously, but really, you know, Refined Pot is nuts for giving you more damage out of it. Yeah. Normally, I would like to have a lot more of the stuff like Luminous Mushroom, like Product of Failure, or, you know, any of the ability stuff. We never got Cooling Agent, so that was a shame. But the rest of it, really, really solid. Definitely happy to see a run be this successful. Next time we go on here, it will be with Sakuya, who's actually had a change in her starting deck. It's a lot better looking than it was before, and Sakuya herself has gotten quite a lot better in recent updates. So I'm excited to see where that one goes, but that'll have to be for another time. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.